This here is Dixie. She has an unhealthy obsession with toys. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So I got these toys strewn about, and I'm just going to try to pass by them with her and get her to ignore them. So hopefully they're visible. Alright, let's go. No. No. See the focus? Pretty much fine stationary. She's okay. She's paying a lot of attention to me, but watch what happens when they move. No. Now I have to use soft toys because she actually broke her tooth the other day on a hard toy. And I'm going to show you what exactly she does. See, if I'm holding the toy, it's not that big a deal. I mean, she's totally focused on it. You can see she's staring right at it, licking her chops. You see that wear and tear on her snout? That's from a jolly ball, I believe. Not interested in that rope, huh? As long as I got this. And it squeaks and everything. Now watch what happens. I'll try to tell her no, but no. Actually, not so bad with the soft toy. So I've noticed that she responds more to energy than like harsh discipline, like this prong collar. This thing will drive her nuts though. Watch how desperately she clings to this thing. Drop it. Look at the craze in her eyes. Drop it. Drop it. The more she does not want to give that up. All right. Put you back down here. This is my really awesome tripod. Out here, hopefully, where you can see. There you go, right here. Grip she has. Alright, I'm just going to get a firm grip on it. Good girl. Good girl. That was pretty easy comparatively speaking. Let's do this. No. She really wants that Kong. Yeah, Kongs, jolly balls. That'll get her going. Let's try this since it has a plastic bottle in it. Good. All right, come on. Like I said, as long as I'm holding it, whoops. long as I'm holding it, she can pretty much kind of, I wouldn't call this self-control much, but at least she's not really going crazy, jumping up too much. She responds a little bit better that way. But if I drop it, look at that. I was hoping that this would work better with the soft toys because I really don't want her to hurt herself. But this is what I gotta do for you. I'm not. Ow. Oh, jeez. There we go. I'm not trying to take it away from her. I just have a firm grip on it. And now I'm just gonna be dominant over her. And I don't know if you can see it from there. Her eyes are gonna start to get sleepy. And this takes a lot of patience. She's gonna get tired after a while. I can feel her jaw start to relax a little bit. She may try to tug sometimes with her head like that. But eventually you see her eyes getting heavy. She's starting to almost fall asleep. And then eventually she's just going to let go. And that's what I want her to do. I want her to give up. I don't want to forcibly take this away from her. And I want her to understand that it's not that she can't have the toy. She just can't have the toy like this. When she's able to give it back to me when I ask for it, and she can play with it normally, then she can have it. And I don't want to use like food or something else to distract her or redirect her from the toy because she won't learn her lesson that way. She has to learn that toy does not mean go completely insane. And this dog, she's 2 years old, believe it or not, and she's tiny. She's never had any training. She does not understand the word sit, leave it, drop it, none of that. So really speaking to her is kind of a waste of time at this point until she learns. Come on. Good girl. There. You see, this actually, she got a hold of the toy in the hallway a little while ago. It took me about 15 minutes. So it does require a lot of patience. She gave this up pretty quick. If I can get her set. Sit. Sit. Almost. Go on. Sit. Good. Do this again. Deadly. Alright, there you go. And I've just kind of got her clawed right here, not actually applying any pressure. I'm like, oh, drop it. She almost did. So I'm definitely noticing that she responds better to energy than like a correction. So I'm just going to keep kind of being dominant over her until she gives up. Now I want that foot off there. Good girl. Good girl. You notice she doesn't really make a whole lot of, she's not really paying attention to me, she's paying attention to this. She doesn't really seem to understand that the toy comes from me. And that's definitely one thing I want her to sit. It's definitely one thing I want her to understand. Sit. Sit. She's found just abandoned, tied up in the Waterbury. She's covered in scars. I don't know what she went through. But whoever had her, I mean, she was filled with every worm you can imagine. And Giardia, she's cleared of all that now. But she was definitely neglected and nobody ever taught her anything. And I would imagine judged by some of the wear on her fur under that she was probably always kept on a tie out and pretty much ignored. No. You sit. 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 Hey, sit. Sit. Ease. I wouldn't call that easy, but no. Come here. One more time. And every time I do this, I can't give up. So even if it takes 20 minutes, no, drop it. As you can see, I got a little blood on me. So her broken tooth is starting to bleed a little bit. You need to drop this so I can answer that radio. You know, like I said, I'm not applying any pressure right now with my hand, but if she was to start, you know, getting a little antsy, I'll just give a little squeeze. Feel the pressure loosening. And if I want, I can kind of grab it up here, especially if she's breathing through her nose. Like with the softer toy, she, you know, had her mouth more closed. And I can kind of slow down her breathing a little bit by doing that. And then she kind of has to open her mouth to, because she's panting now. So. No. This is going to take a lot of work. Like I said, I can't give up. If I give up and grab that radio or get impatient and I want to go inside or whatever, and she comes out on top, and it'll be harder the next time. Basically, when you're just being dominant over them, it makes them, it makes them kind of uncomfortable. They don't particularly like being dominated. And so their response is, like you probably heard Caesar say, fight, flight, avoid, submit. Since she can't go anywhere, and she's not willing to fight me for it, I'm just going to be patient and wait for her to submit and give it up. There you go, go on. No. Almost. I'm not really pulling, but every time she loosens her jaw a little bit, I can kind of just slip it a little bit further out. No. See there, she wants to try to pull it away from me. You kind of have to be able to know how to read a dog to try something like this, because this could get you bit depending on. She's so obsessed with it that she has actually tried to redirect. She had a jolly ball. I had to hang her up by the leash because she's so crazy at the jolly ball, and then turn to just try to snap towards you. You know how when you stare at a dog, it makes them uncomfortable, and you can't keep eye contact and you have to look away? That's the kind of pressure I'm putting on. All psychological. Yeah, you're clear. Right. Ugh. That was nasty.